Hey, welcome to Cinemondo Trailer Reactions. We
Hi,
are
everybody.
here.
Yes, we are. And it's time for another Indian movie. This one is a Malayalam language black comedy released this year called Mukundan Unni Associates.
Oh, I love it.
And yeah, and it stars Vineeth Sreenivasan and Suraj Vanjar Mudu, directed by Abhinav Sunder Nayak.
Okay.
And before we do that, let's do a quick shout out about our membership program. For $2.99, you get emojis, member shout outs, priority replies, badges. $4.99, you get the member request videos. Also, Slack channel community is a lot of fun. And a lot of these movies that we're actually the trailers we're looking at and reviewing come from that.
We get a lot of those there because it's much easier to see them personally posted like that. Like Ken, this is from Ken again. He's just a machine on giving us good ideas. And then, the Fun Sky 40 is giving us lots of cool ideas. In fact, Fun Sky 40 is recommending a lot of cool Japanese movies, which I definitely want to check out. So it's not just Indian. If you have other movies you want us to watch, it doesn't have to just be Indian movies. It can be whatever
Cinemondo. We are worldwide cinema.
That's right.
So that's fun for us to do that. Yes. So I'm interested to see this one. This is kind of it's a black comedy, and
I love black comedies the most.
Yeah.
So my favorite.
Let's check out the trailer for this.
Okay, let me get this going here.
Very good.
Okay.
ഇത് ഞാൻ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് മുകുന്ദൻ ഉണ്ണി.
Your counsel for petition would be Advocate Mukundan Unni.
ഉണ്ണി മുകുന്ദൻ മുകുന്ദൻ ഉണ്ണി. ഇത്രയും നാൾ അലഞ്ഞു തിരിഞ്ഞു നടന്നിട്ടും ബോധമുള്ള ഒരുത്തനും എനിക്ക് വക്കാലത്ത് തന്നിട്ടില്ല. ബോധമില്ലാത്തവൻ്റെ വക്കാലത്ത് വാങ്ങുന്നതിനൊരു സുഖമുണ്ട്. ഇറ്റ് ഫീൽസ് ലൈക്ക് ഐ എം ഇൻ കൺട്രോൾ.
ലേറ്റസ്റ്റ് ന്യൂസ് ആണല്ലോ.
ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക്, ഡെഡിക്കേഷൻ, പെർസിവറൻസ്, ഡിസിപ്ലിൻ, ഈ നാലും എനിക്കുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഇന്നേ വരെ എനിക്ക് സക്സസ്ഫുൾ ആവാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. എന്താ പറ്റിയ
എനിക്കിപ്പോ 2-3 ദിവസം കൂടുമ്പോ ഒരു പെറ്റി കേസ് കിട്ടാറുണ്ട്. ഇതിന്റെ കുറെ ആണെന്ന് അതും കൂടി ഇല്ലാണ്ടാവോ?
ഒരുപാട് റിസ്ക് ഉള്ള പരിപാടിയാണ് ഇത്. കോണാസിലാണ് ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളെ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നത്.
ഒരു ഉളുപ്പുണ്ടോ എനിക്ക്?
പൊട്ടാൻ പോകുന്ന കേസ് വെറുതെ ഏറ്റുപിടിക്കണ വക്കില്ല. നൈറ്റ് റിഫ്ലക്ടറോ ബോർഡോ ഒന്നും സ്പോട്ടിൽ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല.
Advocate Mukundan Unni, what's your explanation?
സ്ട്രീറ്റ് ലാമ്പും വർക്ക് ചെയ്തില്ല. എന്നെ പോലെ ഞാൻ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ.
വക്കീലെന്താ പൊട്ടം കളിക്കാ?
തന്റെ പിത്ത കവിള് കത്തി കുത്തി ഇറക്കി നാക്കരിഞ്ഞ് പട്ടിക്കിട്ട് കൊടുക്കുന്നു. മനസ്സിലായോ? ഈ ലോകത്ത് 2 തരം ആളുകളേ ഉള്ളൂ. ചൂഷണം ചെയ്യുന്നവരും ചൂഷണം ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്നവരും. മനുഷ്യനാണ്. ഞാനിതിൽ ആദ്യത്തെ കാറ്റഗറി ആവാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. വെൽക്കം ടു മുകുന്ദൻ ഉണ്ണി അസോസിയേറ്റ്സ്.
തോൽക്കുന്നതിനേക്കാൾ നല്ലത് ചത്തു തൊലയുന്നതാണ്.
I like this.
That is not correct. It's not better to die in Smithville. I think it's the other way around. And the guy got it totally backwards.
Right. Well, I think maybe that's his character. He's just a little bit off,
He's like, he'd rather you die than fail. That felt very kind of Better Call Saul to me. He's kind of he has the low rent cases, and then he ends up getting in over his head with like a bigger case than he intended.
It's an interesting trailer because I was like, what, I get the black comedy. I get his characters sort of, a fish out of water, and he's in something that's too deep. But it was interestingly shot. It was very quick.
It really was. I love that.
Different things. He's an interesting looking starring character. He's not the typical sort of, male lead. He has.
He was sort of great. I intensity. He's Arasha Baji.
Vineeth Sreenivasan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's but what's interesting, even the first shot where he's sort of looking, he's in his car in the driver's seat, and then he sort of looks at the camera. It's like, we're in his mind for this movie. That's what I feel like we're going to do. So like we're with him the whole way. He's probably in every scene. It's probably his point of view in dealing with whatever's going on in this case, So it's his chance to sort of make it. Maybe he's been sort of like the low man on the totem pole, that kind of thing. So.
And it's almost like he doesn't want to be high man on totem pole. He's like, I'm good. I'm down here with the easy cases because then I feel like the smartest man in the room, and that's basically it,
Right,
and then when he gets involved in something bigger, which doesn't involve just swinging a rock at a street light, he's all of a sudden like, whoa, what's going on?
Right.
And I love that idea too of like this guy who's kind of not a great guy. He's kind of being a little sleazy, and he's breaking the law to get his clients off. And then all of a sudden now it's kind of a little karmic payback, I think, a little bit.
Right.
Which I really like that. But I loved the way they cut like him in his car. He's on his way. It was all very decisive. It shows his life. Like it's all very, very, regimented. He knows what he's doing. And all of a sudden it all goes out the window. And he's like, what? I mean, that looks so fun. I love the whole that and everything.
Yeah, and just reading a couple of quick little reviews saying it's really deceptively interesting, and there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So the trailer gives a hint to that. Like there's something going on. You don't quite get the feel. You get the feel of it, but you don't get the idea of the story, which is a great trailer. We don't know the plot. So, but you get the vibe of it. So
that's really
looks really fun. And the Malayalam films just have that sort of vibe to them. They're a little more grounded in a weird way, in some way, I think. So.
And again, it's like this one, in a way, semi KGF. It's like, it seems like he's motivated by greed. Like his whole thing is like, I want to succeed, and I've done these little petty things, and now I want to succeed more. And then, I'm going to get over my head, but at least I'll be rich, So he in a way, he's kind of selling out, but at the same time, because he's greedy, he's now getting completely screwed over. Right. And so karmic payback.
Yeah. He wants to be exploiter. As opposed to the exploited, but he might end up being exploited because he tried to be exploiter.
Well, it's better to die than to fail.
I guess.
I don't know. So we have a poster. It's very, very corporate and like low key. Like it doesn't have the energy or like it doesn't have the energy and the humor. And he looks, he's got his sort of barrister. I'm not sure what they call them there. Because
right.
That outfit. It's in the logo too, which I like. It's like a nice little logo addition, but this does not look funny at all.
No,
not even a little bit.
It looks very corporate, very like this is the picture of his law firm website or something, that kind of thing. So
and then it has the two women in it, which I didn't register a lot in the trailer. I mean, they were in it. She put the glasses on, had a big moment,
but that was it.
I'm not sure what their characters are exactly.
Right. So they focused on him in the trailer. Obviously, hopefully, those other characters are predominantly in it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I have a couple more posters that actually kind of tie in a little better. So that was the first one I found. That's like the official one that is on IMDb. So I usually go there first because they tend to be the most reliable when it comes to finding, the good posters. So then these are a little less reliable, but they look slick. So I'm going to go with it, not being a fan poster because they look kind of like fully formed. So
okay, gotcha.
We also have this one. I like this because it's got that 40-year-old virgin.
It's
background,
like the same color,
halo. I know, same logo treatment though. Same big logo at the top. So you've got this logo worked out. They want that logo on there. It's like it's almost like you said, like it looks like an ad for the lawyers.
Right.
So that's pretty great. But he looks. There's a little hint in this just from his expression and the colors they're using. The bright colors alone give you a little bit of that hint without having to say anything. Right. And then this one's just like, what? This is crazy. Same thing. Big title treatment at the top. And it's like,
what's that about? A head coming out of his waist.
Well, he's like holding his head.
I know, but it's an odd one.
Or is that his head? Might be another person's head. I don't know.
Well, it has something to do with a god, like because he's got six arms or something. It's like Vishnu or something.
Do the books say anything? Yeah, okay. So this isn't, but also it gives the comedy
dedication.
The sort of expressions and the attitude and the white with the halo around him.
Right.
Very clean and comedic. I love a good clean poster though. So all of these posters tie in, but they all have very different attitudes. So they're struggling also with that sort of serious, sort of comedy that a lot of marketers run into because you want it to be funny, but it's not really a comedy.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like Better Call Saul. It all kind of looks serious, but he said he's clearly a comedy actor, so that gave me all it really needed for
I think the Better Call Saul is a nice connection there.
Yeah.
And if it's like Better Call Saul, it's something I'll like.
Then I'll love it. I mean, I love the trailer. The trailer is fantastic. So.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yes. So that is. I'm not. I'm sure if it's even available in the U.S. It's not a Netflix film. It's just out there. It opened on November 4th, so we'll see.
All right.
But we'll check it out too. Put that on the list.
On
Pretty
the
fun.
list.
Yes.
Here we go. We'll see you next time with the review.
Take care, everybody.
All right.
Bye.